I'm English and I drink tea and I like to squeeze my tea bag. So that's basically what this is. Hello and welcome back. I thought I would just do a short video as it's been a while, going over just a few of the items that I brought back from the Cotswolds. So you may have known that I've just recently spent a week back in England, covering off Surrey, Bath, the Cotswolds and Yorkshire. And I did purchase a few items, not too many, and I thought it would be quite nice to share with you today of what I bought and where I got them from. Right, first up, let's start with the cushions. So I got two cushions from Love Your Home, which the showroom is situated in Surrey. So it's kind of starting up from the journey, and predominantly went for more of a client-based thing, and then came across these cushions, which I couldn't say no. This was the first one that I got, which has this beautiful kind of tick and stripe pattern along it, and then this frill edge, and then it's got this kind of like burgundy piping along it. I think it's about 40 by 50 centimetres, so that I couldn't say no to. And then of course I wanted something to match with it, which at this point my boyfriend's face didn't look too pleased. So I got the burgundy one with the piping along it, which the two got together really nicely, and I thought it'd be quite nice for autumn, which should be good. So yeah, looking forward to styling them. I shall keep you updated with that. They were from Love Your Home, and they were on sale. I did look online, and I couldn't see the exact ones apart from the velvet, but I think they've gone back to full price. So this one was £47.50, which is a really good price, and then this one was £35. But if you're ever looking at Love Your Home for any cushions or anything, the fabric's really good quality. So yeah. Okay, then next up was in Bath. We came across the Decor kitchen showroom, which I completely forgot that they had one in Bath, so I was really excited to have a look around. Now, some would say that I got a bargain kitchen, but it's all in a box. I didn't realise that they did puzzles, but I kind of thought this was a really fun souvenir. We quite like collecting them and doing them over winter, and I figured I would get the Bath showroom, so this was one of the ones that was right at the back. It was absolutely stunning. But yeah, that was £30. So it's a good little gift for anyone who's into Decor or homewares. It's quite a good fun Christmas gift, is that one. So that was good. And then I stopped by the Piglet in Bed store, which had a recent collection with Morris & Co. So I think they'd done some collaborations of, I think there was dressing gowns, some bed sheets and some cushions, I think, I'm not too sure. So that was a really nice little store, and then I figured I would pick up this book, which I'm just currently in the middle of reading at the minute, which is a book about May Morris, which is one of the daughters of William Morris. And I knew that we were going to be going to Kelmscott Manor later in the week, so I kind of wanted to, get a bit of information about her. And so far, it's a really interesting read. I can't wait to sort of learn a bit more about her. So yeah, that was an interesting book from Piglet in Bed. On one of the other days, we visited Burford Garden Company, which I think may have been after Kelmscott Manor. Which is, I didn't know anything about it. I read before we left that a few people had kind of been, and it was worth the visit. And yeah, it's not something you normally go to whilst on holiday, but I know I've been to some good garden centres and they can have quite a lot. This one was just next level. I couldn't believe how much stuff was in it. It was like a department store, designer department store, but in a garden centre. There was actually very little garden items, to be honest. So that was really worth a good visit. They had Cierre Trudon candles, Oliver Spencer men's clothing, Rains jackets, everything. It was such a good little find. Loads of candles. so it's quite good for candles. And they had a little section for pooky lighting. They had chalk paint, which I've forgotten the brand of, but it was really nice, just a nice little experience, a little day out. So definitely worth the visit. Didn't buy too much from there, but they have a great little dog section. So we got Phoebe this little kind of linen blue pouch, because the ones that we have been a bit cheap. I can't even pronounce the name, but I will try and link it online. If not, they have probably other options. It's got a nice little brass clip on it and then a little belt loop on the back. So that was quite a cute little addition. Then on the theme of garden centres, although it's not so much a garden centre I would say, but obviously I feel like you can't go to the Cotswolds without visiting Daylesford. Obviously it's Daylesford Organic, it's a village in theory, but they have Daylesford Organic, which has an organic food shop, it has a home section, a garden section, and then it has Bamford Spa and kind of retreat, which absolutely would be amazing to go to that and then do some shopping afterwards. I think that's something I'd like to do in the future, but it is definitely worth a visit. It's just a unique experience. It's otherworldly. It's almost like celebrity culture there, which I'm not into, but they have really good quality items, and I really just wanted to experience what it was like. So we had a good wander around. We did grab some lunch from there, which was rather expensive but pretty tasty, to be honest. And then the items we picked up, so firstly I picked up the most random pieces ever, and I've forgotten the name of it, but it's one of these kind of like spiky thing. It's basically for flower displaying. You pop it in a vase or something, you can put some water in, and then you can balance the flowers in it. And I've been wanting one for years, and whilst I was there, rather than buying it off Amazon, I figured I would get it from there, assuming it's a good quality one, although it's made in China. So that was good. I think that was £11 was that. So and then they have a really good candle selection. Not too bad the price, pretty similar to kind of the average of the slightly higher end ones, but they smell absolutely amazing. I've not burnt it yet, but I do hear good things. So checked out a few, decided to go with Herb Garden, which is apparently inspired by the founders, sort of the greenhouses and the smells it would be. So I thought that would be quite good for this time of year to kind of grasp the last of summer, excuse me. And it does smell really good. That is I can't remember what, I think it, oh yeah, 52 hours burn time, and it was £38. So like I said, kind of average. Smells really good. So yeah, I'll let you know how that one goes. And then the last item that I picked up is the most random item ever, but I'm English and I drink tea and I like to squeeze my tea bag. So that's basically what this is once your tea is finished brewing, you can either pick it up and just drop it out, or you can give it a squeeze, which I like to do. And I have a very bad habit of just squeezing it with my fingers, which I get told off by. It doesn't bother me, but I forget that maybe people don't want that, mainly my boyfriend. So yeah, so tea squeezers was a must-have for me, little souvenir. And then we visited Stow-on-the-Wold, which is a small little kind of market town, one of many. And it was at the end of the day and we had to be back for a pub dinner with family. So it was a bit of a rush. The main shop I wanted was Cutterbrooks, which looks really beautiful, quintessentially English and very whimsical. Unfortunately, they were closed at the time, which was a little bit disappointing, but I think they were fulfilling online orders, so good job for them. So that was a little bit disappointing, but then my boyfriend spotted an antique shop which I didn't have on my list, which was called Rustique, hang on, hold that thought. Rustique Home and Country. I'll list it in the description. But they had a lot of French antiques, beautiful vases, which are sometimes harder to come by these days, and what was the main thing? So some really nice French linens, and some really just nice curated pieces, absolutely lovely stuff. And then I just wanted to buy absolutely everything in that shop, which didn't go down too well with the boyfriend, but I did spot this, which is my new flower basket. You may have seen it on my Instagram stories, and it is a vintage French flower basket. It's made of willow, and the handle is just kind of bent out of one piece of wood, which is really beautiful. Now, it sounds really sad, but I've wanted one of these for years. I swear my mum had one when we were younger, and I don't know where it's gone. But I really wanted one. I don't have a huge garden, but I just enjoy when you can just take coins, pop them in the basket and bring them in. Or we live on a nature reserve, so I can take it with me in summer and just carry it around. It's just a general handy basket. So it was so pretty, I couldn't say no. This was £45, which I think was quite good. If you quite like this one, there is similar ones on Etsy. It's quite a good place to find them. Possibly First Dibs, but not too much. But I think Etsy is probably your best bet. If not, eBay might be a little bit harder searching. The quality might not be as good. So yeah, really happy with that purchase. And then that was about it. So I didn't get a huge amount, just little collectibles. I did pick up some fabrics and some paint samples which arrived to my UK address. And then so I've got a nice big sample pack of coat paints, which is good. That will come in handy. And then also the House 9 paint samples, which are really, really nice. There's some beautiful greens in that, so check them out. I need to take a deeper look into them. And then, as always, just samples, because I have an upcoming project which I think some of these could be perfect for, but there's some really kind of like whimsical English kind of prints. This one is my favourite, I think, at the minute. This one's from Love Your Home. So they do this in a headboard, cushions, possibly a chair, but I can't remember. I think most of it, they're stuff you can customise. So any kind of piece of their furniture you can add in these fabrics. So definitely check out their range, it's really good. That's it from me for today. I hope you have a really good weekend, and I'd love to hear which is your favourite items. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, bye.